All right. What's going on, everybody? It is 7, I guess a little bit after 7, a little after 7 p.m. on a Sunday evening, which means once again, we live in the man cave. This is Polk Hoops, your number one source for Polk County high school basketball. Got a lot to talk about. Had a very busy week for teams. Summer starting up, so got a lot to talk about. So I want to go ahead and get to it. Want to say what's up, first of all, to the All-State PG, the All-State coach. What's going on, coaches, fellas?
What's up?
Appreciate y'all rocking with us again, man. And we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I don't know if you got anything too much takes. I'm sure you do. A lot going to happen. If you don't, that's fine. We can keep it posted. Anything you got on your dome?
I got my Tuma's kickoff ranking.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
This gonna get interesting real quick.
Oh, boy.
First,
right off the top.
Players I expect more from. So we ready?
We ready. I don't know if folks ready, but we ready.
Gotcha. Hey, so I got 11 guys that I'm feeling good about right now. And I'm kind of ranking them in an order that I feel like they should be ranked in. I know you guys might not agree with me, but after what I saw this week, this is what I got. I got y'all ready for the guys?
We ready.
Bro, we ready. We waiting on you.
Number one player after last week still stays the same with the James kid. Very impressed with him and the outcome of how he's got Winter Haven rolling. My number two player is Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams had an impressive weekend from that I saw, and I feel like he is probably the second best player in the county right now. Number three, I got Salazar kid from Haven. And I got at 4 the kid from Frostproof, who could be 3. He's that good. I was very impressed with the kid from Frostproof. I don't think his team, I think he has a lot on his shoulders with the team on. They play hard, but I think there's a lot of pressure on him. And I mean, but they're competing. They went 2-2?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put your stuff as you talking. You can keep talking. I'm gonna put them as you saying them.
Five would be KJ at Bartow. Number 6 is another surprise. I got LJ.
Slow up for a minute. 3, you said Salazar. Coach, what's name? Asked Coach K asked for schools and names, so I'm catching you up. 4, you said Shaney from Frostproof.
Yeah, no, Devontre from
Frost. Cheney, right? Last name Cheney.
Yeah. Last name Cheney.
Yeah. 5, you said who?
KJ.
You got 2 things going. You got 2 things going. All right. I was going to get kicked out. I was going to put KJ Kathleen. They're going to run me out of bar. She said Kaysen from Victory.
Yeah, LJ.
All right.
Yeah, Kaysen.
All right. We caught up. Who's 7?
Number 7. He didn't start for Lakeland, but Hardy, the best point guard in the county.
Rowe?
Yeah, Rowe Hardy is the best point guard in the county.
Make sure I say Rowe because there's 2 of them. Okay.
Number 8, Jamie Phillips Jr.
At Winter Haven.
Very impressed with Jamie running the point guard and the basketball IQ. Number 9, I got Andre Shaw. The weekend that Kathleen had was very impressive to play all the dogs and go 3-1 and have a couple group of freshmen, and he lead them I think he can do a lot more. I think he he needs to play more down low and be more aggressive. I saw it against Santa Fe, and it was it was a big difference for them rebounding and scoring. I think he relies too much out on the wing, and sometimes you got to play to the strength of what can help your team compared to what you're skilled at. And if he plays down low, it benefits Kathleen more than him running around on the wing. Not necessarily got to post up, but he needs to be.
That's what I was about to say. He just need to get to the basket, being aggressive, getting to the basket.
Yeah. Shooting threes and limiting his game doesn't help them. I'm not looking for him to be a post up player, but I mean, when he's down low, aggressive, driving and attacking and going after rebounds, he's not just freestyling at the 3-point line. He makes them a lot better. And I got a tie for 10 right now. That's KK and Rosado from Lake Well. Kind of a if on both of them. KK didn't play one game, but he did average about 14 in the other 3 games that he played in. And then I got 2 sleepers.
Wait a minute.
KK's at Arbandale and Rosado's kid at Lake Wells.
Yeah, I got it. I was just all right. Sleepers, go ahead.
My sleepers and one of my sleepers is definitely could be a top 10 player. Is the kid is the Hardy brother, the younger brother. I got nobody gives like we don't talk like Barnes said this earlier. Nobody talks about him enough. The kid just gets the job done. You know what I'm saying? He don't take bad shots. He makes shots that he take. He plays hard defensively. And I mean he's definitely a starter. And then the Winter Haven kid, number 1 for Winter Haven. I don't know his name, but
what's that kid name? I just wrote it the other day. Matt. No, geez, what his name? I'm gonna put sleeper number 2. I'm about to go get my notes and look it up. Sleeper number 2. Is it Maxie?
Bro, I love D. D is a difference maker on both ends of the court. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be knocking at that door to push in the top 10.
D got basketball IQ that a lot of these kids don't got, man.
He changes speeds. He can finish at the rim.
He moves without the ball. And he moves without the ball, and he gets in places that he know how to find the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids need to learn that. But if that's something he does, like he know he's in the right places at the right time. I expect that I'm gonna tell you who I expected more from that. I'm kind of not. I ain't saying disappointed because these are the top 10 players, but I didn't get what I thought, and I'm gonna explain why.
So Trey, this is disappointments. Let me say disappointments.
No, they're not disappointments.
No,
say disappointment. They're not disappointments. I expected more from them.
Oh, so I should put more expectation, more
expectation from them because Trey Lane.
More expected from Kuma. Make sure I'm putting this right.
Yeah.
All right.
Lane struggled going to the basket. Like he has to figure out how to get to the basket because he's gonna get defended 3/4 of the court, and he if he's not able to get a spot up shot, it's like he struggles. And then you flip it. Cooper, who was a first team all kind of player last year.
Well, he was first team all Polk hoops, but that's all kind of.
Yeah, that's all kind of. That's we relevant. Everybody else. The kid don't shoot the ball well, man. The kid is a open floor player, and again, watching them yesterday, I saw them yesterday morning, and I saw the Kathleen game. Open floor, he's very dominant. He can be dominant in open floor. He both can't just go by somebody, and the Cooper kid won't shoot the ball. I'm looking at Blicker. Damn near frustrated about why he won't shoot when he's open. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't shoot the ball good. And then Turner. Turner kid, is he hurt? He look lazy. He look just lazy out there, man.
I don't know about that. But
I was Turner against Bartow last year, and then just see
I don't know if he hurt, but I agree with you. Maybe it was I don't know, because they played Sebring, and Sebring played him pretty tough, but it did seem like he wasn't as motivated, you know what I'm saying, as he normally would be. I don't know if people can see what I'm writing down, because
it's on there.
On here, but can people see it on social media?
Yeah.
They can? Okay.
They respond. I mean, it's in the comments.
Yeah, it's in the comments on here, but is it on comments on the? Because if it's not,
I don't see it. I don't see it on here.
So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go in and as y'all talking, I'm gonna go and type them in on the what's name.
But I'm gonna tell you about Trey and
the
Cooper kid with Santa Fe.
What's name was injured. I just got a text say that he was injured. He had 18 to 10 against Sebring. He didn't play against Bartow.
Who?
Turner. Turner.
So this guy.
Turner just looked lazy, man. Like I mean, he could be dominant, bro. He's a big that got skills.
So you expect more out of him than you get. That's what you
expect more. I expect him to dominate. I expect him to like us to be saying James Kidd got a problem when he match up with Turner.
Well, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, because they
and to me, I'm I don't like to see kids take days off. And you know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with Tyler Williams yesterday about it. Like, hey, I'm gonna go hard. No, you don't go hard just when you think you need to go hard. You need to go hard every time you out there. You need to be a straight dog. Like, you need to be somebody that when you step on the court, people are like, okay, I'm ready to see you play. I mean, you're a 6'5" legit guard that can play at all positions. And I told him that. I mean, he you know what I'm saying? So that's the same thing you expect from Turner, because Turner can handle the ball. The stuff I saw Turner do against Bartow last year, I was like, whoa. Okay, then he coming back. I'm like, okay, this guy gonna be a problem. I don't like to see lazy kids when they're good. So I expect more from him. Like, when are we gonna get dominant kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why Salazar, and I know we had a discussion with a couple friends of mine, brothers of mine, about the LJ Salazar case. You know, because they're two of the top incoming juniors, and I see LJ is a flat out dog, can score. All right, but for me, Salazar can do a lot more. Rebound, get people involved. LJ can score. He looking to score. Okay, I've seen great guys that play scoring, but what can you do to make your team better? You can get 30 and your team ain't winning, you still ain't making you're not making no noise for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you guys, you know what I'm saying? Because we openly talk, and we always talk about transfer, so I don't want to hold back. What was the reason Cooper transferred to Santa Fe?
Well, I don't know. I didn't hear no reason.
I didn't get the reason why. So that's
and it looked like Casey transferred the victory to be offensively, like just be strong on the offensive end because he can take up shots.
Yeah. Well, he definitely gonna get up shots. He gonna get up shots.
I heard it was like an internal issue also. My guess is
it was some off the court stuff that involving his caretaker, the right word?
I guess he called him his godfather.
Yes, it was some philosophical off the court issues with the godfather.
I can't say, and we've discussed a lot of different transfers on why. I mean, I'm just finally got a chance to really watch Cooper, and I don't understand. I mean, I think he can learn. I think now I'm gonna give Blicker some credit. What I saw yesterday, Blicker's teaching y'all. Like, so a lot of people can say like, "Oh, why he go?" No, he's really teaching. Like, I watched against the Parker, and he was teaching. I just question why Cooper left McKill. I don't understand that.
and he just got over there, so it's gonna take some time for them to get used to each other. I
You
mean,
know what's crazy, bro? Like, they're good. Like Trey, Cooper, and the kid play well together. The big kid. All right.
Wilson kid, yeah.
Yeah, but the Wilson kid, I thought would have been. I had him top 10 at one point. I know we were talking, and then I just yanked his ass out of there yesterday. I mean,
I know one kid we didn't mention, and he's gonna kick this door in on this list, and that's Jaden Wynn from Bartow.
Yeah, but I ain't see Wynn do as much that and then he didn't play that last game. Remember?
You got to understand. A lot of people don't know is the reason why he's not playing. You know, Bartow is playing in Hillsborough County, summer league, and they're playing. He's playing on that team over there, so you didn't get to see him as much.
Boy, McGriff don't play, do we?
Bruh. I applaud him because my thing is you got to get those kids playing time, and that's I mean, we've talked about it off the air, but you know, he's getting his kids actual time where he's gonna have a decision to make. This kid's gonna have opportunity to make their claim about how much time they should get during the season. So,
but you know what's crazy? Why I like it so much? Just when you say he's over there playing, like, because at what point do the kids understand how important the summer is? And I think he teaches that. Like, yo, y'all, we ain't worrying about wins and losses during the summer.
No,
let's get better. Let's learn how to get all the kids to play. Great coaches think like that. I watched Coach Williams yesterday. You know, I'm already I'm a Scott Williams fan. That's my coach. I watched him play Santa Fe yesterday, and I watched him just sit back and not coach and let those kids learn how to play together. And I talked to him after, like, he stood up and walked around, but he did not coach. Let's learn how to make mistakes and let's learn how to play together. Then
and play through them.
Yeah,
play through them. You figure it out.
Yeah, and that's what they had to do. And I mean, really, to me, really, they should have. The last shot was pure D luck. But I mean,
all right. So I put all the stuff up. I got a couple of texts while I was doing it. I wanted to make sure people saw what you were saying. So it was on our stream, but it wasn't on Facebook. So I just went in and kind of put it on Facebook. So that's why I was kind of quiet. Now I just got this, and I'm not gonna say who I got it from, but talking about Turner said that I guess I'm on Saturday. I don't know if you saw it or not, bro. Say the big kid kind of gave it to him, destroyed him Saturday. Said Turner got the best of him in the Lakeland Challenge. And I guess, you know, when they came back and played in Windermere, the coach remembered it. So he gave it to Turner. So you know, when you playing against them big guys, you got to be able to be consistent with it. So who did you leave off your list? Now that I'm back, I don't kind of coach.
I mean, you got a First King County kid, Cooper Ellis. I didn't put on there. It's top 10.
No, I'm just saying, like, that you talked about him though. Who we have not talked about? What about Big?
Like I said, one of them is Jaden Wynn.
What about? So we saying Jaden Wynn. Let me make sure I put I'm gonna put left off to my list.
Mm-hmm.
So first we're gonna say Wynn. We're gonna say Wynn from Bartow. We're saying Wynn from Bartow.
Yes.
Also, are we saying Wilson from Santa Fe, big kid?
Yeah, we could put Wilson on there.
Ricketts. You didn't mention Rick. I didn't mention Ricketts.
Ricketts from
Victory.
Jaden
Excel from Lake Wells.
Excel.
That needs to be mentioned.
Lake Wells. So that's a good question.
That's a great question, Mr. And I can't give you the answer. I apologize
to tell you again. I don't even know. I'm so embarrassed to even be on here. You know, I don't know. That's the latest, bro, about the shirts that just keep waiting patient. We just I told you just don't come to shirts. We ain't got. I'm gonna refund you what you already paid at this point. That's a great question. Why do Do they need a reason to transfer? At this point, no, they don't, but they're doing it so much. But I guess I guess the human nature thing is why. If you leave in one situation to go to a better situation, I guess, okay. If a coach leave or something like that, okay. But just some of the reasons that folks be leaving just kind of it's a head scratch. If you look at the situation that they're going to as opposed to what they left, you kind of just don't.
Not that the Cooper transfer is not going to turn out good. I mean, I just was like wondering, like, what was the reason behind it?
And I guess you don't have to, like she said, you don't have to have a reason to transfer. You just leave. You just want to go. Yeah, you can go. I mean, anywho, so that's Tuma's take. His after the first week of summer league. So yeah, he got a chance to finally see everybody. So nobody can't say, but boy, don't just talking off the side of his head. So he got to actually put his eyes on every team. Everybody showed up. Everybody played. No forfeits, which that's always been my thing is let the kids make sure the kids play. There's no forfeits because you don't do summer league for forfeits. You do summer league because you want to play. You want to get out there and run around and see where you're at. And so that was good for me to see. So
also I'm impressed. I got some things I'm impressed with. Then I'm gonna be done. I'm impressed. My team of the week. And this is all me, y'all.
I'm typing it. Tumors impressive.
Tumors team of the week. Just say Tumors team of the week.
Tumor team of the week. Okay.
Kathleen Red Devils.
No, that's a homer pick. Kathleen.
No, they ain't a homer pick. I'm impressed with them guys, man. They go 3-1. And I saw Santa Fe hit them in the mouth. Two dunks back to back. Kids jumping around, celebrating. And they think they were down 8 after that. And to come back and fight with freshmen who ain't even enrolled yet. And win that game. And they won that game convincingly. It wasn't a 1-point last second game. I was very impressed with how hard those kids played throughout the week, and they ended up 3-1. Very impressed with them. And then I'm impressed with Oasis. I'm very impressed with Oasis, man. And it ain't about wins or losses with them. I'm just impressed that them guys went out there and they just fought. They scored more points every game, I want to say. They got 40 on Auburndale.
Yeah.
First game against Raven, they only had 11.
That little freshman,
he tough.
He gonna be tough. He gonna be tough.
No?
Rob D'Alessandro. If I'm saying his name wrong, I apologize. But
he's tough.
He gonna be tough. He ain't scared, coach. That's half the battle. He ain't scared. So you imagine he ain't scared against Auburndale and Winter Haven, who they had 2 of their 4 games this week for Auburndale and Winter Haven. You can imagine how he gonna be, when he playing against folks that I guess on their regular schedule. But I was very impressed with him because we've been reading a lot about him, but you hadn't seen him. So like you said, they fought. They showed up every game. They played out. So you gotta respect them on that. So I can co-sign that one on Oasis. And Rob, Troy, we talked about KK. Tuma had him in his top 10. So we talked about KK. I know one game he didn't play. I know he nursed an injury. He got a kind of a nagging injury with his ankle or whatever. So
hey man, go ahead, Billy.
You talked about the ones that you was impressed with. So what about the ones you expected more from?
Talk about
impressed with
team wise.
What we gonna call this? Tuma team disappointment, or we don't want to use disappointment?
No, let's not use disappointment.
Tuma team.
I'm not surprised at Bartow because of what coaching is.
I'm gonna say Tuma expecting more. Team expecting more from. So,
I expected more from Lake. What Lake was went 1, 2, and 2 or
2 and 2, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought when Lake Woods walked in the gym, I thought Lake Woods was gonna be a whole problem when I first saw them.
I don't remember the schedule to go 2-2. What was the records? I try to watch as much, but I don't. What was
I
the
know
record?
Lake West lost to Ridge. Was one of those losses. I don't know who the other loss was.
I can real quick. I can tell you, and I put this in the comments too. What the records is after week 1. Let me pull it up.
But I do want to talk about the atmosphere in Summer League.
Is this your coaches? You don't transition to your coaches corner?
We can.
I'm really disappointed, Billy D. You know what I'm disappointed in? I ain't disappointed in the team. I'm disappointed in the coaches who act like they don't want to speak and got problems with you because you don't pick their team to win.
There we go.
Man, there's some sour mouth coaches out there, man.
Bring it on, man.
Hey, if you don't like me because of the way I talk, then that's cool. But win. That's all I can tell you to do. You got a problem with me saying your team got the sausage put in them or whatever, man. I'm just saying, yeah, I come train your kid. Listen, I talked down on Lakeland all week, right? That was last week. I was giving Lakeland the business, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay, I was in the gym working out at Lakeland Guards on Thursday. It ain't nothing personal with me, man. I mean, coaches walk by, they don't even want to speak to you. They're looking at you crazy. Hey, I ain't gonna change the picks, man. You got an issue, it ain't gonna change nothing. If I say you trash, if I say your team trash, they're gonna be trash when you see me. If you got me posted in your locker room, you got me posted in your locker room, man. But don't be sour where you can't speak, man.
Lake West went 3-1 this week. They actually had a good week.
Yeah, how I was gonna say I can't say what I was disappointed in. I know I picked. Didn't we pick Lake Wells or Frostproof? We picked Frostproof and Lake Wells beat Frostproof.
Well, actually, you picked Lake Wells. Me and Coach picked Frostproof.
So you told me the other day. I was like, hold on, man. I know I
changed it. I put it in the chat. I said you did.
I ain't checked the chat, bro. I knew I picked Lake Wells, man. That's why I was like, dang, man. Hey, man, the coach didn't even speak to me, man. The man shook hand and then hey, man, listen, y'all interview them guys like that, man. I don't even want to be a part of interviews, man. If them guys got personal issues with me, I don't want to be a part of no interviews, man. We need to check that. Before you interview a guy, ask him do they got a problem with tumor. So I don't have to be on him. I'm picking that team to win, man. Guys don't even speak to me because when I'm picking that team to win, dog. That's crazy.
All right, well, that's fair. So, Coach's Corner, anything you got in the corner, Coach, on your mind?
Yeah, man. You know what? The atmosphere in Summer League is awesome. I haven't seen this type of excitement about Polk County basketball in years. You know, the atmosphere that we had at the Advent Health Center. I didn't make it out Tuesday, but also in the Auburndale Rec, man, you can't really beat it. I actually applaud Polk County for coming out and showing the support that they have been this past week. And can we keep this momentum up to carry on over to the season? Because, you know, like you don't see the same support during the season like we've seen in Summer League right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of excitement going. I think this is going to be one of the best years that we've had since 2 years ago when we had all those teams in the playoffs. So what do y'all think changed? Do you think it's because of COVID? What's causing all this excitement? Is it transfer portal?
I think it's a couple things. The first thing is
who's man. What you mean? Man, it's Polk hoops, man. People, hey, we brought some energy to basketball, and some of the coaches accepted what we're doing and appreciate what we're doing, and the kids enjoy what we're doing. So when we're out there, it makes it even better. Like, man, come on, man, give us some credit now. I'm saying it's Polk hoops.
Well, I mean, I definitely, appreciate it, Miss Howell. You definitely know what's going on. It ain't like you got to figure it out. One thing I think they've done a great job this year is the scheduling format, making sure all the teams are playing in one location, so you kind of help with the atmosphere. So it's not just one day out the week. It's not just at Auburndale. Monday night at the Fieldhouse was very, it was great to see all of the teams and the kids there. Like I say, my big thing, I just like the kids being in there and playing, competing. So that was great to see. And so, Polk Hoops, the coverage from the last time we had Summer League, we were just getting started. Some people was like, we was talking about the other day, bro. Some people was kind of questioning, the legitimacy of Polk Hoops. And now you look at it now, and like you said, we walk in the gym, the kids come, and the kids like, what's going on? The coach is like, it's crazy. The coaches respond totally different than the kids do, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. But
yeah, it is that everybody in the same building too. That's big.
That's huge, man.
And you get matchups, outside of saying Polk Hoops, but Billy D, like with all them teams, and then the time frames you schedule the games. Like you got a good game, you got So it's that and the kids' energy. Me and Barnes talked about that, and man, Winter Haven. Let me tell you something about the Winter Haven Frostproof game.
That was a great game.
You had to go watch that. You had to sneak in and go see it. Me and Barnes got front row seats sitting down. I ain't seen no energy like that from kids and the fans.
In the summertime, it was
the fans. Hey, listen,
because Frostproof came out swinging. They was up 15 or 16 in the first half. They came out swinging. They looked very impressive the first half.
The thing
bringing fans to the game.
The thing that was impressive about that, besides the energy of that Frostproof and Winter Haven game, Frostproof jumped on Winter Haven. They was at like 15. They had Jamie and Salazar on the bench. They had like they kind of second guys, and James didn't play. The way them kids, that team, that bench was cheering for the kids. That just at that energy. And I know I saw where a Frostproof parent like it ain't fair. It don't make sense that the Winter Haven people had their fans in there. We couldn't get more Frostproof people that cheer for our kids. And I want to say that the energy that those Winter Haven fans and even the players on the sideline kind of helped them come back and turn that thing around. It was very, very, very impressive to see. And them kids were hitting the floor. You got 4 or 5 kids running over there, to pick them up. You got kids on the sideline jumping up and celebrating every little play. So it was great to see. Another thing I think is this: a couple years ago it was split for whatever reason. Once again, grown-ups, and we being real, grown-ups in their feelings. So we had 2 different summer leagues.
Coaches in their feeling, man.
Always better when we all together. So you got 16 teams, and some nights you got 18 when you got the out of the bubble. We want to make sure we said out of the bubble, even though we all know Scott Williams, and we got Mudbury, Lake Ridge. You got a couple. So you got anywhere from 16 to 19 teams that's playing. So you got everybody together, and it just creates that atmosphere. So like you said, it's been week 1 was great. I was so happy for the players, first of all, for the kids, for the parents, just for the fans. I was just happy that we were able to get basketball in and they competing. And then, like I said, the coaches are coaching their kids. Like they ain't out there like it's summer league. They coaching their kids hard, like getting on them, expecting a lot out of them. So that's been real good to see too. So overall, it was a very, very very good week of first week. So I was happy for everybody. I was happy for everybody, for the kids, the fans, and the players. Most and then the other thing, Coach, officiating. We got real officials. No disrespect to the training, but we got real officials that these kids and these coaches are gonna see when they actually playing, officiating the games. And I just think that makes a big difference. Like, some officials that walk in there, we kind of look like, hold on now. And we'll we won't say names, but for the most part, Billy, they know they're gonna see you during the regular season. They see you. I know Tuma gonna say it because that's just who he is, but they gonna actually see during the game, during the season. That makes a big difference with the coaches. It's a level of accountability and respect that if Billy D make the call as opposed to Joe Blow off the street, even if I don't agree with it, I can take it because it's somebody that I know is a veteran who got experience, not somebody who they just trying to bring in and just throw into us and make us feel good. So I think all those things kind of run together to make it a lot more.
I was impressed with Tim with Billy D and June. I was ready to laugh my butt off about that situation, but I think that was a great fit to put him with 2 guys that can move around and run the flow. And Tim, I mean, he's a referee, so ain't nobody perfect. Billy D, June, any of them, but they all did a good job reffing. I mean, that was a good fit to put Tim, who they put him with. I mean, I know we looked at. I was like, damn, hold on, let me go find Billy D and June and get some laughs in. But I don't know, Billy. To you, did you feel like he did a good job? I thought he did a great job in that game.
I thought so too. The thing is that we want to help prepare those kids for the season, and I think the officiating actually been pretty good during summer league. You know, there's always going to be some questionable calls, but overall, I think everybody's been consistent. I haven't really heard no real complaining about officiation during summer league this first week, which is a good thing. You know, so I'm happy about that. But I'm happy to see the teams playing hard, coaches coaching hard. My last thing right now, Barnes, is we got the buzz going back. We got summer league going. It is just as important for these teams to get out and go other places and play. Because when you're preparing those teams, you need to see other people. You need to play against other people. You know what I'm saying? And you just know if you a playoff caliber team, you're going to have to play tough road games. So it's good to get out as a coach and as a team and get to other places and play against other people to actually see where you're at. So I'm happy about the summer league, but I also want to encourage coaches to get out and go other places and play.
And so that's, to that point, Winter Haven went up to Tallahassee and played in the FSU team camp this weekend. I know that Lakeland hosted a two-day shootout, and I know they went 6-0 in their games. They played a lot of out-of-county teams. Santa Fe played one or two games, and I think they won both their games. And I think Armandale played one game in the shootout. So to your point, this is something I'm sure, I don't know where, but I'm sure that Bartow played somewhere because they always play somewhere. He don't always divulge where they're playing, but that's McGrill. But I mean, that is a fair point that you want to make sure you're getting out and playing, because this is the time to do it, because June is a very busy month for football, and it's become a very busy month for basketball as well. So I totally agree with that. It becomes difficult for the kids that are two-sport kids. Like I know Lakeland kids were kind of going back and forth all week from football camps and coming and playing in games. So it becomes difficult if I know Kathleen put like 6 of their kids, well, 3 of the kids that play basketball, but they put like 6 kids and went on like a bus tour where they went to like 4 or 5 different football camps, and so they missed the first 2 nights of summer league. So it becomes kind of difficult when you are, splitting kids. But to your point, it is very important that they George Jenkins and Jordan Christian Prep was at the FSU camp as well. Thank you for that, Ms. Cobbs. I just know Winter Haven sent me the stuff, so I knew they was there. I didn't get nothing from Jenkins or Jordan Christian Prep, so no disrespect to them, but it is very important that you get out there and get in front of people, and that's the only way that you got to take advantage of it, because this June is the month where you can get the most games in. So you want to make sure if you get a chance to do it, that you do it. So I totally agree with that. All right,
hold up.
Uh-oh.
So I'm really confused. I'm really confused right now. And it's great that those took Jenkins up there. And it's great that that Jordan Christian Prep went, but that's great experience for those kids. But it's also was said by them that they wasn't ready for nothing like that. So how you ready to go to team camp at Florida State, but you're not ready for summer league? I'm confused.
Yeah, I just thought about when you said that. I finally read the post. Everybody talking about.
I mean, that's awesome that they went. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out there and apply the things that you've been working on. But that's kind of contradictory on what they were saying last week. You know what I'm saying? And I had a back and forth conversation about that, but I would just.
Well, since you own it, then let's speak on it. So we posted the girl schedule. It was a girl schedule now. It was a girl schedule to of the games that they were playing at Lake Gibson. Because, if you send it to us, we'll post it. And Jordan Christian Prep is playing in the girls' summer league, but they're not playing in the boys' summer league. And so the post ended up turning into, and once we post something, we don't have no control over how people respond to it. So the post turned into a boy post because the Jordan Christian Prep guy was going and he was naming names and everything else. So I want to apologize, first of all, to the Lake Gibson people and the girls, because I didn't, that's not what
that wasn't the intention.
Our intent was just to showcase that y'all, your schedule, because that's what we do. And it went totally left. And the guy started calling out people's names. He started, like you said, I know, Coach, you got on there. You kind of went back and forth. You and then Coach Marlowe from Warner got on there, and everybody making good points. And he got on there and really started like being specific at people. Like, you can come, almost like you can come see about me type deal. So I actually was kind of, when Coach Cobb, Ms. Cobb just said that, that was my first thought too. Hold on now. But I wasn't going to address it. But since you brought it up, then hey, let's speak on it. So is it that Polk County, the summer league, and you can't say the summer league wouldn't let you play? If you reach out, you'd got in. So that ain't it. So what is it? And like we say, make it make sense. So you can go up to Tallahassee, but you can't go to Winter Haven or Florida Southern or Arbondale. But then you get mad at us when you say we don't give you no, what they say, we don't give y'all no publicity. We don't give y'all no shine. We don't talk about you.
I definitely ain't finna talk about Jordan Christian Prep.
Come on, man.
I mean, but I'm just trying to make it make sense. My thing is I really have to see you in order to have an opinion about it. So if you're not showcasing them where we can see them, it's kind of hard to evaluate where they're actually at. But when you were just talking about that, it just dawned on me that they are ready to go to Florida State camp, but not ready to play here in Summer League. But that was just a thought. It's nothing against them. It's nothing against the coach. I was just thinking out loud. But
good job, Jenkins. Thank you, Jenkins.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, I appreciate you saying it because it crossed my mind. But I was just like, okay, if we ain't good enough in Polk County for you, but they good enough in Leon County, then schedule yourself in. And I'll probably get something off that one. Schedule something in Leon County. If we ain't good enough for you,
But I'm actually happy that they're getting out and playing, because that was my thing. They was talking about development. Me and Marlo was. Sometimes you gotta do the fundamentals, do skill work, and get them ready. At some point, you gotta apply it. So I'm happy about them getting out and playing. But if I just had a question. That's all. So hopefully they continue to get out and play. I hope so.
I think y'all just wasted 5 minutes of our time talking about Jordan Christian Prep.
So yeah, man. Those people.
Can I have my 5 minutes back?
Those people got hate for you. You want to jump back in?
I just want my 5 minutes back of not wasted. Talk about Jordan Christian Prep.
Man. So I know we kind of laid in about Summer League Week 1 recap. So do we need to talk any more about the Summer Week 1? Are we good with it? I mean, I put the records up.
I think we can move on.
I think we can move on. Just shout out to Winter Haven for the team spirit and like what we want to see from all the teams, like kids. When the star players are on the bench and you got your second unit in there, you is just as excited. That's the brotherhood and team chemistry we want to see from all the county. You know what I'm saying? I was disappointed in Lakeland when they did that, and I actually went in their huddle and got on them about it. But it will be even more exciting to see that what we saw out of Frostproof and Winter Haven every game. Kids competing, kids happy that their teammates are getting playing time in the summer. You cheering for your team. Kids getting knocked down on the floor, you running to pick them up. That makes it even more exciting to watch. So, but shout out to Winter Haven on that.
And I hope that folks after week 1 that they see that when we come in the gym, bro, we there for the kids. We ain't in there with no dog in the race. We ain't got no certain team shirt on. We ain't sitting there root. We root for kids, and we just root for the county is all. I mean, hopefully you saw that. If you didn't, and like you said, bro, I know a couple people like walked up to you and didn't even speak. There's a couple people look right at me and then speak. And I'm just like, I don't know what else to do, man. I mean, we ain't got to agree with you. We ain't got to, but we going to be real with you, and we going to continue to provide a platform that has not been around for years. So anyway,
if Billy D ref and you on the other end, I gotta find somebody to come in there and protect me if I come back. Hey Mike, man, you gotta be available, Mike.
Hey,
you're a real person in there, man. Nigga might swing and hit me from behind or something, boy.
Hey, so we moving to I guess we're about to move in the week 2 summer league. We got only 3 games this week.
Well, hey, what was our records?
Oh, okay. Let me run back through your records. I just sent y'all so y'all check your thing real quick.
I appreciate that, Lance, boy. Cause boy, I ain't coming back in that gym, boy. The way them coaches were mugging me. Hey,
so we go
up and dap him, and then didn't even want to look at me right there, standing beside him. I'm like, damn.
So we go back through last week while y'all looking at what I just text y'all. 1, 2. The Kathleen Bartow game. Tuma, you the only one that picked Kathleen, so you up 1 on that one. Everybody else picked Bartow. I'm looking at just the game that we didn't. Tuma, you picked Lake Wells, so you up 2, and Black picked Lake Wells 2. Sebring, I guess you look like you won week 1, bro. Look like you won week 1, Tuma. Let me verify the rest of it though.
Yeah, he had a good week.
He had a good week.
But it was a lot of good games. I was impressed with McKeel though. That's one team I was impressed with. With them losing the piece that they did, they're out there competing.
And them losing everybody lost.
They really out there competing. Sesam's kid is doing very well.
And Tuma, you did. We all did pick Lakeland except Black. Black picked Kathleen. Black. Don't people say you can't come in Lakeland Gym no more and not come see the head coach? They say they saw you come in that Saturday and you ain't come break bread, so you can't just. I told you had got a pass from your other fan. They talking about nah, they don't work that way. You got to come. I'm
surprised they ain't have Black pitch at the door.
Yeah, man. Black said he done got a what's his name? He got a pass. Tuma, you picked Lake Wells. You and Billy D picked Lake Wells, and me and Black picked Sebring. I think Sebring. So week 1 went to Tuma. So you won week 1, bro.
How many games I lost?
You lost Sebring. You picked Cross Proof over Discovery. Discovery won. You lost 3 games. Billy D lost 4. I lost 4, and Black lost 5. So you up 1.
Oh, okay.
Y'all don't woke Black up.
You up 1 now.
Black.
Black.
You better watch yourself. They just let you in there, Black. Don't get kicked out again.
People say you come in there, man. You ain't even break bread, man. What we talking about? All right, so we on the week 2. It's some good game. We only got 3 games this week. We only got 3 this week. I mean 3 days. 3 days. 3 days this week. They're not playing on Thursday. They're not playing on Thursday. So it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hey, what you just text us is that's what the rule is now?
What you talking about? No. I'm sending another thing.
I was so confused on that when Billy said, "Wow."
Check it out right now. My bad.
Oh yeah, no, not this week. We're gonna do that. We're gonna.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So tomorrow night we are at the Field House again, which is actually a great facility. That's my first time being inside the Field House. I was very impressed with that setup. That was great. But anyway, that's a sidebar. So first 6 o'clock, Lakeland Bartow.
Lakeland.
It's like you can't even pick Bartow in no hell games.
It's tough to pick them in the summer league, bro. Because we don't even know if all of them gonna be there.
It might be.
They have a game. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So the next 6 o'clock game, Lake Wells Discovery.
Lake Wells.
I'm gonna go with Lake Wells too.
Even though Billy D cousin don't like me, I'm gonna pick him.
Yeah, I like Lake Wells.
And that's your cousin, Billy D?
Yeah, that's my cousin, man.
Hey, cool.
We grew up together. we cousins, we classmates, and we play ball together.
Cuz I'm like Tuma, boy.
My cousin size is like straight up.
Me picking them to win 3 games got personal, boy.
All right, the other 6 o'clock game, Lake Region versus Mulberry.
Man,
Lake Region.
Man, I don't want to pick
Lake
that
Region.
Hey man, it's on the schedule, man. If it's on the schedule, we got to pick it, man. What we talking about? We got to be.
I'm around with the Q dog.
There it is.
I
we got it on film.
I wouldn't pick Mulberry against nobody. Hey, is what's the other school? I keep getting mixed up. Is it Oasis?
Oasis, George Christian Prep.
Boy, they need to play Mulberry. They might get them a W.
Hey, so is Coach Simmons gonna get him he gonna return the sausage tomorrow?
Yeah.
He'll win.
Didn't he get Haynes City a sausage?
No, it wasn't a sausage.
It was sneaking in. Had a game. And he gave him the sausage. I like Simmons. Simmons gonna get that W easy.
Okay. First 7 o'clock game: Oasis versus Sebring.
Sebring.
I gotta ask. The next 7 o'clock game: Lake Gibson versus Kathleen.
I like Kathleen, but let me talk about Lake Gibson though, because they've been in every game. They have been in every game. They're going out and they're competing, which is a testament to that coaching staff and those kids. Because originally I thought Lake Gibson was going to be awful.
Trash. I had to take back everything I said about them.
That's yes, and I do too.
They playing hard. They competing. So yeah,
they are.
They can put my picture on the wall and talk about me like a dog. Cause boy, them kids play hard.
Yeah, them kids play hard, man.
Much respect to Lake. I said I was gonna get on this. Respect. Yeah, much respect. Cause I thought sausage all summer long, and I love the way they playing. They playing hard, bro. Like they might not win the games, but I got much respect for Lake Gibson. Sometimes you say the wrong things, and you got the public to make the apology. I apologize, them guys. Keep working hard.
Now they want you to keep saying that, because that'd be the motivation.
I don't know about that, bro. When you start saying that, then they don't want to speak to you. You got to look around you. Hey man, I was scared in that gym the other day, man. I was real scared. I was scared, man. I had to look back, boy. I felt like I had a warrant out for me, boy. I hope so. They got police security up in there, Pika, boy. Somebody might tell me.
They sure were looking, man. I caught a couple of them looks. I don't get as many as you get, but I got a couple of them though. But I don't get nearly as many as you get. Though.
But y'all know I don't care, right?
Yeah,
me neither.
Me neither. Hey, Coach showed up with his hot sausage shirt on. I know he don't care.
You know it.
7 o'clock, Arbondale versus Winter Haven. And remember Nehemiah Turner. I'm gonna remember you, Nehemiah. When I did the interview, he said specifically, June 14th, Fieldhouse, 7 o'clock. Make sure you're there. Make sure you have your popcorn. So tomorrow is June 14th, 7 p.m. So we're gonna be there with our popcorn. Who y'all got? Turner versus James. That's gonna be
everybody plays. I'm gonna take Winter Haven.
Yeah, I like Winter Haven.
I like Winter Haven too. I like Winter Haven because of their depth. After what I saw the other night with not just the first 5 guys, but like the 6, 7, 8, 9 guys.
Yeah. But see, that's what I talked to Coach Woodside about. That's what he's trying to figure out. That was his concern. Were they going to be deep? He knows those guys that he can depend on. He's trying to find those guys on the bench that's going to be able to help him.
Well, he got 4 of them that got dogs.
Yeah, he got to be encouraged after this last week. Now I will say KK. I think KK gonna be a problem for Winter Haven. I don't know if they got anybody that can stay in front of KK. But Turner versus James, that's gonna be an interesting matchup. Them going to two of the 3 biggest guys in the league. I mean, in the summer league, along with Wilson from Santa Fe. But that's gonna be good. That's gonna be interesting. We're going head to head.
I actually think Winter Haven got a few guys that can give KK problems, but KK a problem himself.
Yeah, I know they got some kids. I just think KK gonna be tough to.
Yeah, KK a problem.
But it's Arbondale, Winter Haven, so it don't matter if it's summer. It don't matter if it's regular season. It don't matter at all. It's Arbondale, Winter Haven, so that's gonna be a good one. So, okay. Y'all say Winter Haven. All right, 8 o'clock game. Santa Fe Jenkins.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe look like a sorry team, bro. Their warm-ups.
What they look like? No, what they look like? What you said?
Like a sorry team. Listen, I'm gonna give you a funny story. Billy, you gonna laugh at this. Hey, this is funny. I know Murph gonna get me and Murph was sitting down, right? And he would get ready to play Santa Fe. And Murph looked like, that's their team? That's it? I said, yeah. Murph looked at me and was like, man, I'm gonna beat the brakes out of them. Man, Santa Fe 15, Murph, man. I said, Murph, boy, don't get caught up like that, boy. They can play. We got a whole bunch of doctors over there, but boy, them three,
hey,
they got them three they got, boy, go.
Bro, don't get caught up in that layup line, bro.
Because the kid with the glasses can play.
Hey, don't get caught up with that layup line, brother.
Boy, hey, listen. Hey. When you get caught with that layup line, Santa Fe gonna give you a dub, boy. Hey man, I don't know if Murph saw Santa Fe, the boy shot off the backboard at the free throw line. Listen,
Murph,
I think
they gave Murph 15, man.
They gave Murph 15, man.
Oh man,
It looked good for about a minute 30 seconds. I said, Murph might have a chance.
That's
boy,
man.
I texted him and said, what was the outcome? Santa Fe by 15. I said, oh Lord. Murph got caught up in the warm-ups, boy. Hey, any team you get caught up in the warm-ups watching Santa Fe, you're gonna be like, man, them a whole bunch of doctors and lawyers out there, man.
Oh man. Yeah, Black. I was told to check YouTube. Yeah, Black. If people say stay out their gym, man, that you gonna come through and holler. I just want to make sure
Black got to make a deposit, man. He got to give to the program for him to get back in there.
All right, the next 8 o'clock game on Monday: Ridge versus Frostproof.
Man,
that might have been the game of the night on Wednesday. Thursday. Ridge versus went to overtime. They was that you did that game, didn't Coach?
I did that game.
A pretty good game. Them kids, they
Chip and June.
They battled. It
was Ridge and who?
Ridge and Frostproof.
No,
Ridge and Discovery.
Oh, Ridge and Discovery was Thursday night.
And who won
that? Discovery won in overtime.
Overtime.
I like Frostproof.
I like Ridge. And the thing is, it's like Frostproof's so hard to read, man. They come out and be world beaters one game, and then the next game, they're up and down. So it's kind of hard to read how good they actually are.
Yeah, cause they jumped out on Winter Haven, man, and then Winter Haven is like, but Cheney and Leonard ain't bad either, but Cheney is a problem. But after Cheney and Leonard, it kind of
boxing one on Cheney.
Yeah, they went
to Lake Wells put a lot of pressure on Frostproof that first Monday night, and I've seen them struggle with that. I know Ridge is playing man full court, so I think that's going to be the difference.
Let me tell you,
that's why I'm going with Ridge.
I like Ridge, Bond. Put me down for Ridge. I'm gonna remember that. I exactly thought about that. Lake Wells did the same thing, and that's how Winter Haven got back in the game, pressing. I like Ridge.
Yeah, so we all like Ridge. That's what we're saying.
All like Ridge because of the fact that they ain't handling that pressure.
Okay. All right, the last 8 o'clock game on Monday night: Victory versus McKeel.
Victory.
Man, Victory ain't really. I like Victory.
Yeah, I like Victory too.
Cause I don't think anyone in the county can stop LJ.
Yeah, McKeel ain't got nobody to stop.
Play on Victory, dog. Let's be clear. That kid, the best player on Victory.
Is he the top scorer in the county?
Top scorer?
Yeah, not top player, top scorer.
I like him as a top scorer. You know why? Because he comes in with the I'm gonna give it to you. That's what the Tylers and the KJs and all them be missing. That kid he gonna give it to you from warm up.
But on that particular team, though, he's gonna be able to get way more shots than those people that you mentioned.
Okay.
He's gonna be able to get way more shots than Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
Tyler, I told you the other day when I called you after I saw Tyler. What my expectations were, I told Tyler can be a superstar.
He can be. I'm with you. And
you got to have that.
I mentioned it to him. I was like, bro, you can do this. If you do this consistently all the time, he can go as far as he wants to.
Yeah. You can't come in the gym and you can't be in the gym. I'm telling, like I told Cole Williams them about you. I'm like, before they played the Polk, I was like, they got a kid over there, 6'5" kid.
Before they play out of the bubble. Not a Polk wasn't there. It was out of the bubble.
We in Polk, man. So you know they recruited their chicken. Hey,
it was out of the bubble. Apopka was not at Lakeland Saturday. It was out of the bubble.
I said Scott. We're gonna call it Scott. I'm gonna call it Scott. I can't remember.
Yeah, you say Scott.
Yeah. So I told Scott, I was like, boy, this kid is gonna be a problem. Like this kid got Vince Carter saying he gonna guard your five. He gonna give it to you. Your five gonna slip around and be guarding him. He gonna give it to you. He gonna give you 17 and 9 in this type of game. But it disappeared out of anger about stuff when he supposed to be out there killing. You know what I'm saying?
You were mad about something you said?
Yeah, it just seemed like it, man. And I mean, he gotta have that kill in him. Listen, y'all may think different. If Buddy get that kill in him, he better than James, bro. James just got that upside with that 6'9" size. Tyler go out there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think
he's super athletic.
I don't think nobody disagree with that. If he get consistent with it and he just figure out that look, it's me and that's it, then I don't think nobody disagree with that. It's just him figuring that out on a consistent night in, night out, every practice type basis. He just ain't figured that out. He just ain't made his mind up that's just what it is. But once he do, I totally agree with you. It's a wrap. It ain't even the only reason it's a conversation because he hasn't figured it out yet on a consistent basis. Now, if you go live and you call him out, then you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
If you don't go live and call him out, are you gonna get it? Because he gave it to them people because they called him out. So we see what happened when you come looking for him. He gonna answer when you come calling him, but when you don't call him, is he gonna still give it to you the same way? But yeah, I totally agree with you. Once he figured out that look, I'm the best thing around here, then it's
my senior year I averaged 22 and 6.5, so I say 22 and 7. But he can get 22 easily just because of the way he defend and get those type of buckets. He can't sleep, like he can't come and be relaxed because he got the ball. He didn't push the ball in his hands. So my thing is like
at Lakeland, he can easily get 22 this year.
Yeah, if he don't average 22, I'm disappointed in him because he got the ball in his hands 70% of the time.
The way Lakeland play, you can have 5 kids in double figures when they play easily.
I agree.
Not even.
And I expect 4 of them. I expect at least 4 of them to average double digits this year.
Who the 4 you expect?
I expect Tyler. I expect Rowe. I actually expect D to average double digits. He'd probably be around the 10, 11 mark.
And Wilcox.
I'm gonna say D gonna be either the second or the lead scorer on that team. That's me saying right June 13th. He's always around the ball. He just makes plays. You don't have to call no sets for him. He keeps moving. He's just always around the ball. Now it may not happen, but that's me. He's either gonna be the second lead scorer or the lead scorer on that team.
I'm with you, Lawrence. He has that potential.
Huh?
D has that potential. I love D. You know what I'm saying? You know, D plays for me with Tony Bradley.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? And him and Isaac, bro, are problems. You know, at the guard spot.
But so what I'm saying is, if D leading them in score, then Tyler's not the all-state player that we talking about.
Right. No, I don't disagree with you.
Because Tyler's supposed to be a first-team all-state player.
He has that ability. And he just got to say that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Tuesday night, Florida Southern. Hopefully.
Is it going to be at Florida Southern?
That's why I said hopefully. Right now, we hoping that it's going to be at Florida Southern because there would be a great atmosphere for the kids, for them to play on the college campus. You know, in that atmosphere. Hopefully, they can work out the paperwork part of it, so we ain't got to be split like we was last week. But
let me call the president.
Yeah.
He the one pulled the plug last week.
I know that's why I say let me call the president.
Put a call in All-American PG to your alma mater and make it happen so these kids can get the experience of being in a college setup at nighttime, like a game type situation, not like a.
I mean, like, who are you again? Who are you again?
So hopefully, I know it was an issue with waivers and stuff. So hopefully they got that worked out. So if it's at Florida Southern, I mean, these games are Tuesday. It was just right now we saying Florida Southern. We hope that that's where they at. 6 o'clock. Jenkins and Lakeland.
Lakeland.
Yeah, I like Lakeland.
Lakeland a real problem, bro.
Yeah, Lakeland is a certified situation right now.
But that's what's going to help them also, Tuma. If Tyler does have an off game, they still got enough offense to give it to people. With Rowe, with Wilcox, with D, and them other kids can play too.
Oh,
they can move Wilcox.
Listen, they are a whole problem. But I preach that to my fellas. They gonna either give you one situation right now, and you're gonna be excited about it, or they're gonna give you another situation, and all hell gonna break loose. And that's internal with the kids.
Yeah.
So you got to figure that part out, because like they can go on offense, they can play hard on defense. It's about chemistry and brotherhood that's gonna make or break them. Since we talking about them, just plain that simple. Like what Winter Haven has right now, the edge over anybody is chemistry and brotherhood. I ain't see Lakeland clap or do anything all last week, win or lose. I think that last game they had fun with the passing and stuff. Other than that, you weren't impressed with them as a group, as a unit, as far as like what they can do. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of team that got that type of talent that guys got to accept the role and say, man, listen, we finna break this curse in the city of Lakeland. Well, since 2008, nobody's been in the state. But we're going to have to come together and be brothers. We're going to have to come together and play roles. We're going to have to come together and unite, no matter who's the best player. They don't get that, we're going to be like, man, this team could have.
Gotcha. 6 o'clock, Kathleen Victory.
I'm going to go with Kayleen.
I'm going with Kayleen because Kayleen play hard. Victory, I mean, LJ going to give him 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
what Ricketts you get, man. You don't know if Ricketts can play the point or what, because like he just a
scorer, bro. He just a ball player. He just a ball player. He just a bucket getter. Victory ain't bad though. I mean, you know, Casey.
No, they're not bad.
They got Ricketts. They got that kid Andino that can hit threes. Like they just had a nice little win against Bartow, even though Bartow, you know, was missing Win and you know, I think Zeke didn't play either, but they still had a lot of their kids, and Victory looked good. I mean, and they got Fitzgerald's son inside, so they ain't bad. They ain't bad.
No, they're not bad.
Listen, that's a question mark game. I'm just going with Kathleen because I'm a Kathleen fan. I'm a Kathleen fan, so that's a question mark game. Because boy, if Ricketts and LJ can get off, they're a whole problem.
Well, they gonna hate me at Kathleen, and I'm alumni, but I think Victor I like Victor in that. I don't think Kathleen got nobody that can stop LJ. I think LJ, like you said, gonna get 30, and Dino. I'm
gonna ride with you on that, bro. Get my pick. I'm gonna take Victor.
Kathleen folks, don't hate me. Don't call into the show or write in, but I just think that I like Victor in that one.
I like Victor too.
6 o'clock, Lake Region Discovery.
I ain't picking Lake Region no more. Till they play Oasis or something.
I like Discovery too. I like Stalwart. I like Will and the kid inside. He got that little jumping jack kid that don't know about it. Seth gonna beat. Seth might be the don't know about nobody, but he might be the biggest surprise in the county this year because of the lack of knowledge of him. He's a athlete, so I'm not saying
one of my kids transferred from Haines City. He's over at Discovery now. Willie Wilson. Keep an eye out on him.
He played Thursday.
Yeah, he played Thursday at Discovery.
That make a big difference.
Yes, he cut his hair. I didn't even recognize who he was because he don't cut his hair.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about the 5 transfer Bartow got in, huh?
That make a big difference. Wilson is over there. That might be what that was. Okay.
Why was want to play at Haines City though.
Hold on now.
How you playing the summer league?
Taco Nemo say he is there. Nah, Coach Nemo and his son is there, boss. We're gonna talk about the transfers in a minute. I see a couple things in there, but yeah, I didn't know that he was over. Him and Will and Braden and the Seth kid, coach, they ain't bad with them four right there now.
No,
Now,
they're not.
their bench might be a little issue, but they ain't bad with them. He ain't bad with them four, coach. We're gonna talk about transfers here in a minute once we get through these picks, because week 1 came and I'm gonna tell you a conversation I had with McGriff. Y'all that know me and McGriff got a lot of history, but let's get through the picks first, and then we
because I want to get back to Lakeland, boy. They had a 6'5" walking the gym at halftime. We get
we coming back to that. So okay, we ain't done with the transfer portal. That's a weekly conversation. So all right, 7 o'clock game, Bartow Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
Now McGriff only take them kids to Tampa on Thursday night, right? Or they go every night?
I don't know. And it's like I said, I don't know what the prediction is on that.
Yeah,
that determines everything.
Yep.
And McGriff don't care about wins and losses, bro.
I'm gonna go with Bartow on that one.
Because he's just trying to figure out, his 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. You know what I'm saying? So McGriff's gonna play those kids a whole bunch, trying to figure out what one of those kids is gonna help him.
Bird, we talking about it. It's in the conversation. It's the next segment, the next topic. We're gonna get through these picks, and we coming back to it. I know y'all thought we just ran by the transfer portal, but no, we gonna talk about that because there's a lot to talk about. 7 o'clock game, McKeel, Lake Gibson. Who gets their first win? Because they both at this point, right? They both ain't gonna win. So who gets the best? Who
gets their first win? I'm riding with the ones I talked about. I know they don't want me to pick them. I picking Lake Gibson.
I like Lake Gibson.
McKeel hard, man, but I feel bad for McKeel, man. They ain't do nothing wrong to lose Cooper.
I like Lake Gibson too.
But
I'm gonna give McKeel to get their first win.
Well, that's a homeboy pick, huh? You and somebody.
No, it's actually not a homeboy pick. They got some kids that can shoot the ball.
Well, who the Q? Somebody the Q over there?
Man, no, man.
All right, so I'm changing. If Bartow splitting their team like Rob Troy said, I'm gonna change my pick to Santa Fe. I'm thinking they're gonna have the whole team, but they ain't gonna have the whole team. What's that? Do got some kids that can shoot though. McKeel do got some that Darner kid who used to coach. The coach, his son, skinny kid that you don't think can shoot. He can shoot.
That's the kid I'm thinking about. He can really shoot the basketball.
That's Darner.
They ain't picking on McKeel, man. They Cooper hurt the guys.
All right, 7 o'clock game. Discovery Auburndale.
Auburndale.
Yeah, I like Auburndale too. All right, 8 o'clock game. Sebring Ridge.
Sebring should have beat somebody they played. Was it Winter Haven they gave a little battle to?
Auburndale. I'm
gonna say Ridge.
Miss Antonio is saying Bartow. I thought Bartow whole team play on Tuesday.
I don't care. Bartow whole team play. McGriff gonna play guys that won't touch the floor in the regular season.
I'm gonna go back to my team.
They gonna get 15 minutes in the game, bro. I don't trust nothing about Bartow in the summer.
I'm gonna take Bartow against Santa Fe because I think the whole team gonna show up. All right,
who you like? Is Billy D gonna pick him too? Because I need to be in lead. I need to win this year.
No, man. I got Santa Fe.
I'm over Santa Fe. So Sebring, you got Tuma, you got Sebring. Who you got, Coach? You got Ridge or Sebring? I ain't hear you if you said it.
I'm gonna take Ridge.
Okay, Coach like Ridge. I like Sebring too. All right. Next 8 o'clock game. Winter Haven, Lake Wells.
Winter Haven.
Yeah, I like Winter Haven too. And then the last 8 o'clock game, Tuesday night, Frostproof Oasis.
Frostproof.
Do I have to pick that one? Listen, bro. I am not picking Oasis all summer unless they play Mulberry.
Okay, well, I got to say it, so you got to say the words. I don't want nobody to assume it. All right, so Wednesday, we back at Auburndale Rick.
Damn.
Hey, That was just Tuesday. Lake Gibson victory. Because y'all keep having these sidebars. It's okay though. We good.
We gotta have it, man. That's what's entertaining.
That's what I'm saying is we got to. So Lake Wells victory.
I like victory.
Lake Wells and victory?
Yeah, Lake Gibson and victory. Lake Gibson and victory.
I like victory.
Yeah, I like victory too. I don't think Lake Gibson got nobody that can guard Casey. Other 6 o'clock game, Lake Wells, Arbondale.
Arbondale.
I'm gonna go with the home team. I'm gonna go with Lake Wells against that one.
I think I might, but I'm gonna go with Lake Wells. Arbondale because they home. It's at the Red. They ain't gonna lose at the Red. So I'm gonna go Arbondale. 7.
Who's if it's at Florida Southern?
Okay, well I'm gonna give you my rationale. 7 o'clock, McKeel, Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Yeah, I like Kathleen. 7 o'clock.
I think about this Cooper Ellis when I hear McKeel.
Winter Haven, Discovery.
Winter Haven.
I like Winter Haven too. 8 o'clock, Jenkins, Bartow.
I'm gonna take Bartow on that one.
Oh man. Well, I gotta pick McGriff on that one, but golly. I like Bartow.
Yeah, I like Bartow.
What day that's on? Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, Frost Crew, Sebring.
I like Sebring.
Yeah, I like Sebring too. 9 o'clock, Oasis Ridge.
I like Ridge.
I gotta say it, man. And then the 9 o'clock, Lakeland versus Santa Fe.
We'll take Lakeland.
Trey Lane goes home.
Man, they gonna eat Trey Lane lunch meat up.
You like Lakeland?
Trey Lane better be ready for full court defense. That's a personal game. I definitely like Lakeland. Yeah, Cooper and Trey Lane. They better be. Hey, they thought Kathleen punched them in the mouth. They better be ready for this.
Yeah, I like Lakeland too. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be personal, boy. Hey,
yeah, that's gonna be pretty intense. So it's some good games. It's gonna be some good rivalry games this week. So shout out to the schedule maker, Coach McGriff, on putting the games together. All right, so we're gonna go back to the. I know folks thought we weren't gonna talk about it, but we're gonna go back to the transfer portal because we talk about the transfers and we know some of the transfers, but until summer league starts and you actually come out there with a uniform on, we don't know for sure where you're gonna end up at. So on Monday, we saw a lot of people officially landed in some places. So we hadn't said anything on the page because we didn't know officially where it's gonna be at. So to recap, LJ Casey went from Jenkins to victory. Bartow picked up 2 kids from Bloomingdale. I don't know their names right now. And they picked up a kid, Carl Knight or something like that from Calvert Christian in Ormond Beach. Those were the 3 that McGriff picked up. Lakeland picked up a kid from, Lake Nona, Lake Mineola, some lake he came off of, fell in the gym at halftime and scooted up and went on out there and got 10 from Lakeland that night. Who else had some kids dropping their lap that we didn't talk about before then? The Wilson kid, I guess, got the discovery from Haines City. We didn't know nothing about him transferring. Did I miss anybody?
Them are all the ones that I know of officially anyway.
The Rojas kid from Arbondale, who was previously at Bartow, he left, and I know he's at apparently he left and went and transferred to Miami Prep. So he left the county altogether. Kathleen didn't get any transfers. They got a couple of they got like 3 freshmen coming in.
That's pretty good.
We already talked about Zeke, Coach Hayes. We talking about kids that we hadn't talked about prior to.
Who was Zeke Nunez?
Zeke Nunez, the kid that transferred from Winter Haven to Bartow. Not Calvert Christian that just won State Bird, Coach Bird. Calvert Christian from Ormond Beach. It's a lot of them out there. So let's talk about it. What's y'all take or thoughts on? The Malachi kid. We talking about transfers, not incoming freshmen. Incoming freshmen, that's a different class. So like I know Kathleen got 3 incoming freshmen, but they're not transfers because they haven't been to anybody's high school yet. So off the transfers, what's y'all take of y'all thoughts on the transfers that have come in that we can officially say are in these people's programs now? We can talk on them now. Any thoughts, comments, feedback?
I think the Wilson kid made a great decision. The way Haines City program been going, it's a question mark about how it's going to be this year. I think him going over with Wheatlands was a great move, especially player development wise. Wheatlands does a great job with those kids over there. So I think that'll be a plus for the Wilson kid for sure.
Bloomingdale kids who play for TB13. Yes, sir, Coach Johnson. Coach Johnson, all we do is report the news. We don't comment on it. We report the news, and we kind of go from there. But yeah, the Post kid and then the white kid that played for TB13 both are at Bartow now. Yes, sir. We got 5 kids that are those. Well, I mean, Coach Johnson. I mean, we've talked to Coach off the air. That's been said. That's some people's perception that that TB.
I don't like that conversation. Like, who they'll feed the program for? You trying to say they'll feed the program for Bartow?
Yes.
Okay, so why Salazar and Phillips and all them guys still at school there?
I mean, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. I'm just telling you that the conversation has come up. So I'm like, it's happened. It's been.
I mean, I'm on the inside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not why TB13 started. That wasn't in the intentions of those particular kids. The thing is that at Bloomingdale, they was in a toxic situation with their particular program. Like, I've heard some things about the coach over at Bloomingdale that made it a toxic situation for those kids. So those kids was leaving Bloomingdale anyway. You know what I'm saying? They just made a conscious decision to go to Bartow. It just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't encourage kids to go to Bartow or go anywhere. But we want our kids to be in the best situation possible. But that when we started this year, we won't be in the gym like, oh, everybody come to Bartow. I mean, we there to make kids better, period. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wilson kid, he couldn't play no defense before he walked in the gym with us. And now he's defending people. Like, I've watched those kids get better. I watched Roe and D get better as they've been working out with us, along with Jaden Wynn and the rest of those kids. And even Coach Johnson at Frostproof, Jay and Trey has gotten better in the gym with us. You know what I'm saying? So we just trying to develop kids to be the best that they can. We're not, steering them to go. I mean, that's them and their parents' decision.
Well, you know how we rock on here. We give you a chance to speak on it if you want to speak on it, but it's out there. We talked about it off the air, so
yeah, for sure.
Want to make sure you get your chance. If you didn't want to talk about it, then hey, it's cool. But we always want to make sure that make sure we get you a chance to talk about it. So, any thoughts, PG, on the transfer situation? I know a question was asked. I got this on the text message, and I know somebody asked it. Why transfer? Why? I mean, like you just said, for those kids, you said it was a toxic situation, so it just made sense. But why transfer? Does it? And I know Miss Kelly said, do you have to have a reason to transfer? You can just transfer if you want to transfer, but it's always the first question is why when a kid does leave. Maybe should that be the question? I mean, if it's the best situation, at the end of the day, it's the decision of the parents and the kids if they want to leave, and if they can make it work, then everybody got a different reason why they do it. But it's just always kind of interesting because it's happening so much now. I read this. I was reading a football book, in the preseason magazines, and they were talking about the culture of transfer, transfer culture and stuff. and they said it was over 1,500 kids in the transfer portal. They said if every school had 5, you probably read it too, Coach. Every school had 5 available spots. That would amount to about 600 and something spots. So it's even if every school gave 5 spots to every kid in the transfer portal, it still would be over 500 kids without a place to go. So it's like you almost got to wonder what's the rationale. And I know that's college, so that's different than high school. What's the rationale when a kid decides that he's going to go into the portal? What are you looking for? What are you getting? Are you getting the right type of guidance or advice or information? Or you just kind of got your mind made up, I'm gone, and that's just it. You kind of got to wonder about that because it's not guaranteed it's going to work out for you just because you jump in there,
I mean, Tuma talked about it, a couple of weeks ago. Like, man, first of all, do your research on, where you're trying to go, where you're potentially trying to land. Do they run the right system that's going to help benefit you in that particular team? Is that particular team, if I'm a guard and they guard heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I consider going there, unless I'm willing to, fight for the playing time? Like, is it a great fit, academically? Is it a great fit, as far as basketball wise? Everybody have the intention that they're going to go in and they're going to do this and do that. But what if it doesn't work out? And then you get into a potential situation where you're changing schools, every year. And then how is that going to help you also? Is it the school? Is it the system? Is it the kid? Is it the parents? It's so many factors that, play into that, and it's really the stroke of luck. It could work. Maybe it don't work. Like Tuma talk about the kids going from Lake Gibson to Lakeland. Those kids was pretty good at Lake Gibson. You know what I'm saying? They was like one game away from making the state finals. But then they didn't produce the same when they went to Lakeland. It's the luck of the draw.
Yep. I ain't got too much to talk about it. I mean, again, people gonna make poor decisions, and then when we talk about it, we hate them. So I don't even want to talk about it. So I be wondering if we know the reason behind it. Like, as the conversation came up, because we're all around some type of basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we heard the why Trey left. We kind of knew the talk. I was just wondering, like, what was the reason why Cooper left a great situation at McKeel? We hadn't heard that. The Bloomingdale, now we know why Bloomingdale is a toxic situation. I wouldn't want to be in Haines City with what they went through the last 4 or 5 years to change every year. So can't be mad at the kid that want to get in a situation where they're actually playing and someone's building a program. We still don't. I mean, we assume that we assume that the Lakeland transfer was a football move.
Oh, we forgot one. Barnes, the Gianni kid went from Haines City to Ridge, the point guard.
Yeah, everybody leaving Haines City.
Oh, another one up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, remember the Gianni kid that they said that we had left off as one of the top freshmen last year?
Oh, he left. Oh, he had Ridge too?
He's at Ridge. He's the one with the dreads that stick up with the hair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he left Haines City. He's at Ridge. And he's playing pretty good right now too.
Yeah, he wasn't bad, coach. He wasn't bad at all. So Skip got a couple of them, huh? Go ahead, Skip. Yeah, y'all slip with grip type deal, huh? By the time that's what you say back in the day, you slip with grip. By the time Ambo get going, he ain't gonna have nobody to choose from, huh? That ain't bad at all. So that's playing a lot for Ridge. So all right, well, bro, I just want to get a chance to talk about it. We put it out there and see if we, see what the conversation is. So this week we got 4 teams that we did 4 last week, 4 teams, but top player for the last 10 years. We put 3 out there just to kind of for conversation, whatever. First school, Haines City, last 10 years.
Haines City won thing last 10 years. They won 10 games in 10 years.
So what year do we start with? 2011. 2010, 11?
Yeah, 10, 11 to 20, 10, 20, 21.
All right. So Dominique Williams will be one.
Williams will be one.
Dominique Williams. Is there anybody besides him?
Ain't they been trash since after that?
It's just Dominique and that's it.
Man, Haynes should have been grade A.
Yeah. I can't even think of anybody after that.
And if it's somebody after that, Dominique's still the best player.
He's still the best player.
Yeah. Derwin James, that's a good one, Black, but Derwin wouldn't.
Does Derwin count? He was a good basketball player. He was just a
what was the lefty name that played with Derwin? They had
the law
kid.
Law count?
Yeah, he played basketball?
Yeah, he played basketball. He was a football player. He played basketball. He was pretty tough.
I thought the Puerto Rican kid was pretty tough. I thought it was the Puerto Rican kid.
Puerto Rican kid that was tough too.
Yeah, I like that Puerto Rican kid.
Law was tough, and the Puerto Rican kid was tough.
Yeah, I saw them come
I don't know the Puerto Rican kid name though. Anybody know the Puerto Rican kid name? He was real tough though. I remember him.
Yeah, I like Dominique.
Brian Morales is what they just said in the chat.
Brian Morales and DJ Law. So we got Brian Morales, DJ Law, Dominique Williams, and
Derwin James.
So they ain't been trash that long, you know. They've been rough. All right. So next in alphabetical order. Well, I guess we're in alphabetical order, but I'm just going. Next is Lakeland. Yeah. Can we do 3 for Lakeland for the last 10 years?
Last 10 years.
Arthur.
I would say Moody.
Moody
was in 10 years, I guess. Okay, so we say
Moody graduated in 11.
Okay.
Shannon, Shaquan.
And for obvious reasons, I'm staying out of this one for obvious reasons because I coached all these guys, so I don't want nobody saying anything. Okay, so
and
EJ
Luke.
And Luke. Okay, so that was Shaquan, EJ, and Luke. All right, next, Lake Gibson. I like everybody pretty consistent in the chat with the same 3 y'all saying. So,
what's the little boy that that Nick
Giles?
Yeah, Nick was.
I can't help y'all on this one because I don't know.
Dang, here's another one. There's another kid outside of Nick that played there.
Does TJ get mentioned?
Rod was he went to transfer to Kathleen. So he can't go for Lake Gibson. Who you said, TJ?
Does TJ get counted?
It might not have anything else.
I can't help you with this one at all.
Richie. Oh, which Richie?
Richie was outside of 10 years though, wasn't he? Because you say Richie, you gotta say Quint. They was outside of 10 years, I think.
Man. Bacon
for Lake Gibson? Raheem? Well, was Richie inside of Richie might have been outside of 10 years?
Richie was 08 with Bradley then, bro.
I think Richie was outside of
Coach Richie then in 08
I coach Richie and Quint too. If I say Richie, I gotta say Quint, but I think they outside of the 10 years. I'm not sure
they
on
are.
that.
They are outside. They graduated in 08.
Okay, yeah, they outside of 10 years.
No, they 09. They 09 actually. They 09.
Yeah, I didn't think they was inside that time period.
Who is Cyrus, man? I don't know. No.
Cyrus Barnes. I think he was like a post kid with a goggle.
Bro, I don't know. Like I say, you put whoever. Ask for help when you post.
I would say if you say Nick, you gotta say TJ. TJ did good work at Lake Gibson. And the Cyrus kid, we'll go with Miss Carr because we know she pretty good Lake Gibson.
We'll go with what she said.
She a pretty good Lake Gibson.
But Sean Fuller, boy, you been talking a whole lot of dreadnought talk, boy, from out of nowhere.
I
hope they bring it when they play Winter Haven.
So we're going Nick, TJ, and Cyrus for Lake Gibson. Thank you, Ms. Cards. All right, last one, Bartow. Last 10 years.
Bradley, Walt.
And another big boy.
The other big boy might have been.
Chris Perry.
He might have been outside 10 years, though.
Chris Perry.
He was outside 10 years, wasn't he?
No. He graduated in 13. He graduated in 13.
This J put Ladarian. Ladarian graduated in 95. Jermaine, boy, you just fell in the conversation. You just got on Polk Hoops right now, huh?
Rob, Troy, you saying who will get the sauce against anybody? Lake Gibson 3 will get the sauce against anybody? Is that what you're saying? So we saying Bradley, Clayton, and Chris Perry. So that we are not no Derrick Brooks.
No, you got Jay Frog before Wheatley and them before Derrick Brooks.
They was outside of the 10 years though.
They outside of the 10 years. About 1 year.
Them three guys. Them three guys can't even talk.
The thing is with Bradley McDonald's All-American. He's a lock. Chris Perry was top 100 his senior year. He's a lock.
Walt back-to-back.
Walt is 2-time state champion, 2-time first team All-State.
2-time.
Yeah, I think he a lock too. I mean, Derrick Brooks was player of the year for the Ledger. I don't want to take away from that kid was special, but I think he easily number 4 when we consider this.
You definitely want to know Walt. But he's legit. Yeah, if we don't fold you,
he was good. Derrick carried them to the championship game. He carried them to the championship game.
Yeah, but we saying 3, right?
That's what we've been naming.
We did 4 for Hayes City. Unless y'all want to take one off.
I mean, if we did 4 for Hayes City, put Brooks on there. He deserved to be on there. If we're gonna put 4,
he definitely deserved to be on there. But Walter Clayton just took him off.
But you know, like I said, Bradley and Chris Perry, 2 top 100 kids. They gotta go on there.
Who was better out of Walt and Derrick Brooks?
Walt was.
Polk Hoops.
If we take out the state.
Oh, there you go with the if questions. Oh, if you take out this, you take out
that's the thing though. When you all just made that thing about Walt, what did you put in there? He won 2 state championships. So my question is, if you factor in the 2 state championships, then it's Walt. But if you take them out and you just look at them without the state championships, can you do that? Then
Walt didn't put in work as a freshman, boys.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying that's what y'all put in there. If you put in the state championships, and it's not a conversation. If you take them out, then it becomes a very different conversation.
How you got first team All-State, player of the year 2 times, 6A player of the year. Like what changes out of the state? The kid still was top. Like Brooks wasn't first team All-State every year, was he? 2 years.
He was. I think he was a senior. One of the years he was.
First senior year, he was that's when he carried him.
Yeah, I think he was a senior year.
Not taking nothing from Brooks, because Brooks was a problem. Now Brooks was 6.
Was a problem.
Was a legit problem for.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if you look at it, if you put everything in, and it got to be Walt. And I'm not saying Brooks over Walt. I'm just saying that it becomes a much more different conversation if you take away the state championship. But you can't take them away because that's part of what his body of work is. So you can't pick and choose what the body of work is. So based off that, I would say Walt, but it's not by a lot though. I think that's not.
Hey, Black, who you pick, Black? I want to see what these Bartow people. Well, Brooks
he picked Black Pitt, Walt, Bradley, and Perry. Them the 3 he picked.
Man, I'm taking Walt.
So that's what Black picked.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, if we put a 4th one for Haynes City, we can put a 4th one for them.
Yeah, Brooks definitely need to be mentioned.
He has to be mentioned.
So Brooks is better than TJ, correct?
I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
And TJ was a problem.
I'm gonna get crucified. The Bartow people. Was TJ overrated? It's a question. So. It's a question. It's just a question.
I don't think he was.
I saw a kid that couldn't even dribble the ball when I coached him at the Fire 8th grade and proved it.
Was he the? My second part of that was he the ultimate McGriff
success story
project?
Yes.
Oh, bro, he was a success story coming from the Lakeland Fire too, though, bro. This kid couldn't even dribble the ball. That ain't just a credit on McGriff. You got to give Broke and all us who was at the Fire that brought that kid in. This kid was like, listen, this kid didn't know what basketball was, man. That kid started 8th grade and transitioned to what he did. That ain't just a Bartow thing, bro. That come from the Lakeland Fire. That's everybody, dog. I'm there. I witnessed this kid. Like, I coached him that 8th grade year. I witnessed what. I don't think overrated. I mean, he went D3, right? He went to
division. He went to Lincoln.
Yeah,
where Jay Fraudham at.
Yeah, that kid wasn't nothing overrated about him. Was he a player of the year type of kid? That's a question you can ask, but man,
but you know what? He won Legend Player of the Year.
I'm saying that shocked me. Now that shocked me that he won Player of the Year. It was some other guy that was good, but
I'm just asking because was he a McGriff?
No, listen, I'm telling Black, that man wasn't no McGriff project. No, hell no. That man was a Lakeland Fire project. Gil Broke and all them guys who coached him.
Well, let me rephrase that. Got to give a shout out to the Fire because he came in with a little different mindset that he would have if he didn't play with the Fire. I guess my point is
the player he was if he wasn't with the Fire, bro.
I'm not disagreeing with you, boss. You know I'm 5 from the. Come on now. I started the 5.
About this guy here. I'm talking about TJ was a McGriff project.
But my question is, we don't question if Walt had it when he got to McGriff. McGriff's trying to just took him to the next level. We don't question if Brooks had it. McGriff took him to the next level. My saying from a talent standpoint, and not saying TJ didn't have no talent, but everybody knew TJ to be a football player before he went to high school. That's a fair statement, right? He was a big time football player. He just chose basketball. And Walt was an athlete playing football, but he was always known first as a basketball player. But he could play football. My question simply is, and I'm not saying yes or no, I'm just asking the question. Was it he was just a system guy that kind of flourished in the system, or was he legit? Was he because my point on this is I don't know if you all remember last year. The reason why I'm saying it, last year we was doing the whole Bartow top 20 team or the top team. There was multiple people that said he was overrated, and we never kind of talked about it. So I'm asking the question now based off of that. Just conversation.
I think he benefited from McGriff in the system. I think I don't know if he has the same success if he goes somewhere else. Because what Broke and what the Lakeland Fire and all them guys started, McGriff continued it when he got to him as far as his development goes. And you can see how that kid grew. I didn't see him in 8th grade, but I did see him as a freshman into a senior. You know what I'm saying? And his development, his basketball IQ, I think one of them years they was down in the city of Palms. Like, bro, you can see that kid confidence go from where he was a freshman to he was a senior, bro. He the one put them on his back and made Bartow tough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he was an overachiever. Like I said, I think it's a great success story. But I don't know if he does that if he goes anywhere else.
Listen, nobody is, and I know the Bartow people was coming. Nobody is discrediting him. It was a conversation. It's a question. That's what we do on Polk Hoops. We ask the question. It was asked last year when this stuff came up. Right then, So okay, so we said the top 4 people for Bartow the last 10 years. Is he number 5?
Hell no.
Oh.
I'm just asking the question since we talking. I'm just asking the question.
I would say so. Who else would you put in front of him?
So you just said hell no. So who? I mean, not saying nobody else, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just asking the question because we having a conversation. We talking about it. That's what we do.
I don't know. I forgot them other guys ain't 10 years in. I don't know.
But none of them other guys was Legend Player of the Year. We named the ones that was Legend Player of the Year. And matter of fact, I don't even think Chris Perry was, even though he was a top 100 kid.
Is the kid out there, the Trey Jordan kid, or the kid that went up to Sage, New York? That he also got Player of the Year too. The little guard, right? What's the little guard? I can't call his name right now. Daughtry went to the school in New York. Trey Jordan. Those guys ahead of him? I'm just asking the question because that's what we do.
I don't know. I like TJ.
Okay.
So I mean, they have better knowledge. They've seen them other kids play more than I do. I have.
Trey Jordan, was that the one that transferred from Carolina?
Yeah.
So hey, let me is Carlos.
My bad.
When did Carlos and all them graduate? Carlos
graduated in
right. They graduated
in
Brooks.
13. Yeah, in 13.
Carlos over TJ any day.
Carlos only played 1 year over there.
Oh, you got to have 2 years?
Yeah, you got to have 2 years.
Okay. We're making sure because Carlos definitely was better than TJ.
Uh-oh.
And anybody from Bartow that say it wasn't, then they just on some 2 year, 4 year, whatever you want to call it. Because Carlos definitely was better than TJ.
Carlos better than TJ, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I like Carlos better than TJ. I just because of the 1 or 2 year thing, I'm gonna respect that from Coach BD. But Carlos is definitely better than TJ.
What you say about that, Coach BD?
Like skill wise, I would have actually agreed with Toomer, but you know what TJ was able to do at Bartow. You know, but we're looking at the work at Bartow. If we're looking at the work at Bartow, I would say TJ.
Okay. It's an interesting conversation. Now, as an athlete, the Trey Jordan kid was a exceptional athlete. So if we talk athlete, then you got to kind of put him in there. Because he played football too, so he was tough on the football field too. So okay, all right. So that's the transfer portal. So last question, man. Last question I got for y'all, and the people that's out there also as well. And it's not a basketball question, just kind of a life question. How many nowadays are your moves, are people's moves predicated on, are they money moves or are they self-improvement moves? And are they one and the same or are they different? Like when you look at how people making moves and how they decision they're making, are they money moves, self-improvement, both, or is it a difference? Are they the same? What's y'all take on that? I'm just asking a question.
I can only ask it. I can only answer it from a personal standpoint. And everything for me is a self-improvement move. And with that, keeping in mind, you have to keep finances, in mind when you're making those. When it all comes down to it, you want to be at peace with yourself. You want to be happy, and money doesn't always accomplish that. So you want to make those decisions for your self-improvement, so you can go to sleep at night knowing that you made yourself improve and made the world a better place. But you got to be financially conscious of some of those moves that you make. What I have a concern about is that a lot of people are looking at others and trying to make decisions about what others are doing. You know, like they see others, you know, wearing a certain type of clothes or driving a certain type of car, and you know, it becomes, you know, people trying to emulate that or in competition where I'm not in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with Barnes. I'm not in competition with Toomer. You know, I'm actually a cheerleader on your team where I'm encouraging you to be the best person that you are. You know, I'm not trying to compete with you. You know, we're all trying to encourage each other to be the best person that we can be. So I don't want people to get caught up in what others are doing and be focused on being the best person that they can be.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you think that that's the norm now? The getting caught up in what others are doing and trying to live up to that?
Social media has its downfalls, and I think that's one of them. Especially when you're looking at like hip hop, you know what they're doing on there. You know, people buying, like I've seen, like these Yeezys and stuff that are coming out, like, and it's like a ridiculous amount of money. You know, I just don't understand it sometimes. Like, you know, I have kids that I have in a program, yet they don't have money to eat with when we go out of town, but yeah, they got LeBron's, Kyrie's, and all these types of shoes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, our decision making affects the generation that we're taking care of. And I think we got to keep those things in mind. I think we're trying to keep up with the Joneses as far as what they see on Facebook or Instagram, but they don't know what those people have going on, you know, outside of that.
That's what I was going. That was my thought. Like, is everybody trying to keep up with the Joneses and putting themselves in those type of situations, not knowing what everybody else has going on in their life?
And I was just kind of what my thought. I was listening to. I saw a little thing on YouTube right before we jumped on with TD Jakes. Well, it was not just TD Jakes. It was like Steve Harvey, TD Jakes, and Joe Osteen. They was talking about getting through the storm. Like, you know, everybody go through. So everybody got stuff that they go through, whether you know it or not. And one thing that TD Jakes said that kind of caught me. He was like, you see the person driving a nice car, but you don't know that they 2 car payments behind. But they so intent on you seeing them in the car that you don't know what they did to get the car, and if they can even afford to be in the car to even be able to drive it. So what is it that's your purpose? What is your why? What is your reason? Is it that you're trying to be the best person that you can be, or like you say, Coach, you're trying to keep up with the Jones, and you're trying to be on Jones Street when you can only afford to be on William Street? You know, you got to kind of just be careful with that, because like, and with us, with the kids, because we all are in the position to impact kids, and it becomes tough with social media because you want to be what you see in most cases, and you don't know what the people went through to get to where they're at, and you don't know what they're going through to show you what they just posted. So I do think it's important, and I just, you know, we always kind of just want to, when we get done with the show, just want to have a different perspective on stuff, because as you get older, you want to hopefully do stuff a little different. You want to do stuff a little, you want to do stuff a little, you know, you want to, especially when you know, like Tuna said on the show. I didn't, my bad, Coach Jones. I was trying to pick a name that nobody. But anyway, I know you didn't take it that way. But it's like when you say you walked in the gym, bro. You know, man, you talking just at a sidebar. Man, I didn't know as many. You said I didn't know as many people take me as serious as they do, but they do. They don't know you to know that you just, you know, you just having a good time. You know, we always just have a good time, but they taking you at face value because of what they see on social media, what they see on this podcast, and what they, you know, what they read. They ain't sat down and talk with you. Half of them probably don't even know that you got a step team, that you had an end of the year banquet today, and and the stuff that you're doing with the kids in the community and stuff, they don't even get that. They just see the a-hole, just putting it out there, the a-hole too that you have become, and that's what they come up with, and that's their end result. You need Coach Billy D be on this page, and he posts up every now and then where if you don't know Coach Billy D, you would think he's just a smart aleck type a-hole too. And some people say that on this page, but that's what you see, and so you make up your conclusion off what you see, and that's kind of where I'm asking the question: what is your purpose for what drives you? Because what you see ain't always what it is, I guess that was the kind of the point I was trying to make. Yeah. Like you wanted to kind of say something, bro, because I kind of got on a little tangent right there. But
no, I mean you just hit it right on the top. I mean, people just I know, like, especially like me, I ain't nothing of the same person that's on this show. That in real life, this is entertainment to me. Like, come on, man, we having fun. It would be boring to sit here if we all disagreed and then entertain the people. That's why we get so many people watching the show. But
we act, and that carries weight too. But and like you said, if you look at from when we first started this to where we at now and where we gonna end up being, it's amazing. I just thank God that first of all that y'all two just continue to rock with me and rock with us and do this, because y'all don't have to. Y'all gonna be tomorrow. Y'all gonna be like, man, I ain't got time for this mess. But
I want to quit.
So I appreciate it. If I every now and then I want to appreciate it.
But they gonna run Tuma. They gonna run Tuma off anyway.
Yeah,
they gonna run Tuma off anyway.
I'm done for the summer. Y'all just know I'm done for the summer, right? I want everybody to know. You don't see me in the gym, y'all know I'm done for the summer.
Hey man, but so tomorrow you're gonna miss some. You're gonna miss up some. You're gonna miss some good games this week. But we'll
I'm gonna miss some good games all week. I ain't gonna be there not one game.
Yeah, you won't be there all week. So you just have to be me and Coach. I don't know if you working or not. But I mean, I know we'll be there. Just eyeball the kids, and that's the thing with us. We want to make sure we there. So we also ask for sponsor for some kids, but those kids on social media flashing money. Yeah, that's true too. That's from the coach's standpoint where you.
Billy D was saying, Miss Tully, she hit that around the head. How you gonna ask for a sponsor and then you got a arm full of money on your whole hand got all money on it.
What they do? Yeah, they cut the check. That what the kids do now. They put it all on their arm.
Then you asking for a sponsor. Come on, make it make sense now.
Make it make sense.
And you on social media with it.
And that's the thing. It's like you ain't even discreet with it no more. You want people to know that you're doing it. It's just like at some point, just kind of move in silence. Sometimes it's something about being silent. If you can do it, that's one thing. I saw where somebody said, I forgot where I saw it on Instagram, where the people said if you can't buy it twice, then you shouldn't be trying to buy it once. And that's everybody. That's a different perspective. That's not everybody's perspective. You can't tell people how to spend their money. They make their money, spend it how they want to. But it's different if I'm spending my money as opposed to I'm asking somebody else for some money, saying I don't have it. And then you show up, like you say, you pull up and you got on Jordan and the Gucci belt, but I just donated $50 to you you can eat for the weekend, on a basketball tournament. So it's perception, and sometimes perception is reality, whether it's fair or not. But it is what it is. So just wanted to get y'all take on that, man. So all right, well, last thing is want to say shout out to 2021 guard Jude St. Jacques from Reds. So he picked up an offer this week from Lewis and Clark, same school that signed Marquise Roux last week. So congrats to him. Don't know if that's going to work out or not, but he got the offer. He posted it. So, when somebody posts something, we're going to always shout him out. So congrats to Jude, even though he's graduated, he's still a Polk County kid. So so this week, like I said, tomorrow night over at the field house, we'll post a schedule tomorrow like we do every day. We'll post a schedule. We'll post the varsity schedule. We'll post the girls schedule as well. They play on Tuesday, Thursday at Lake Gibson. Tuesday night. Hopefully the games will be at Florida Southern. If it changes, we'll be sure to let you all know. Hopefully the kids and everybody get the waivers worked out. Tuma gonna put a call in with the president, pull his card. So the kids play at Southern. Hey, that's you. That's your alma mater. So Wednesday night back at the Red. So a lot of games still to play. So shout out there. But we'll post these teams, the top 4. Top 3 or 4 kids for the last 10 years for the 14 that we talked about tonight. So
can you send me the correct spelling of all the kids' names in the top 10? I don't even know how to spell half of them names. I know y'all been laughing at me with Salazar. I've been spelling.
Yeah, bro, you butchered Ozzy's name, but it's okay.
You've been killing him, but yeah, I'll make sure you get it right so you can post it.
I love the kid though, man. Great kid, man. That kid finished playing. He always come up to me and Barnes. He'll take input all week. Love the kids. Phillips, Salazar,
smiling and happy. I'm just like I said before we end. I'm just so happy that the kids and the coaches and the fans get to be in the gym and the kids playing, they competing. And after not having a summer league last year, this year just been so great. The first week was great. Looking forward to a great week this week as well. So hopefully you all can make it out to the games. They all free, so you ain't got no excuse to say I can't afford it. I mean, gas might be an issue because gas is almost $3. But as far as getting in the game, they free. They even got a concession stand on Wednesday nights over at Winter Haven. So Coach Robinson got some cheese fries and hot dogs and all that for you. They even got Cash App. I saw where one of the Lakeland kids was trying to cash out some money, and he kept saying his Cash App wasn't working. He was like, "Man, I got it. It just ain't working." He tried to cash out $2, and people like, "We can't give it to you." He's trying to cash out hot dog or something. I ain't gonna say the kid name and put him out there, but yeah, he was trying to get the hot dog, and it just wasn't working. But anyway, man, just good to see the kids in the gym, and so hopefully it'll be another good week of that competition. Appreciate y'all checking in and rocking with us, and if all hearts and minds are clear, like they say in the Baptist Church.
Yeah, last thing, man. Shout out Gemini season. Coach Whelan's just had a birthday. Me and Coach Marlin have one on Tuesday on the 15th. So shout out to all Geminis out there.
Oh boy. I see you. Are you going now? My question when we get off, are you gonna do a photo shoot like Coach Whelan's did? Jumping out,
man.
Putting the what you call it, like putting the coat back in.
Coach Whelan, he be setting them thirst traps, bro. I'm not on that.
Man, Coach Whelan jumped out.
Coach Whelan.
I got the side hustle, the model side hustle thing going. Man. I'm like, go ahead, Coach. Don't hurt him now. Don't hurt him, Coach.
Yeah. But he just had a birthday. Mine is Tuesday, along with Coach Austin, Coach Marlin. So shout out to those Geminis out there.
You and Coach Austin best friends or something? You giving?
No, we not best friends. That's still my boy though.
Knew it was coming. I knew you wasn't. I knew you were gonna say so. That's why I just say I let it go before you go throw it out there. So, hey man, well, happy birthday to everybody.
He said,
"Man, come on, man." I mean, Legend was born on Tuesday. You gotta recognize that, bro. Legend was born on Tuesday.
Hey, my grandma was on birthday tomorrow, man. So I can't be mad at it. But I just want to know if you and Austin were best friends. That's all. I know him and so I was figuring using the circle.
No, I'm not in the circle, but I'm right outside of it though.
Hey man, I just
Hey, tell us everything. He gonna have that photo shoot with him and Marlon. Y'all
the suit. They gonna have the suits and everything. How the three. Hey, remember that photo shoot they did for New Edition when they had the suits on, the boys and back in the day.
You know what I'm about to do, right? You know I got that picture I just put. I'm gonna cut out the picture of Billy D from his wedding, and I'm gonna find one with Marlon, and we'll put them together.
Oh man, you ain't got to look hard for Weed got plenty of pictures for you. My boy, stay on the social media. There you know.
Hey, we're gonna have on the phone. I'm gonna put on the Photoshop best buds. Birthday twins. That's it. Birthday twins.
Birthday twins.
Here, bro.
Man, hey, we appreciate y'all, man. So y'all be easy, man. Hopefully we'll see y'all in the gym tomorrow night or sometime this week supporting the kids and the team. Y'all be safe and y'all have a good week, man. Till next time, Polk Hoops, we out.
Yep.